Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Gangplank in the top lane. Today we are in a game against a Fiora one-trick pony with over 1 million mastery points in D1, alright? D1/master, so sometimes you get a master player against you, sometimes you get a D1, sometimes you even get a D2, but I mean, it's kind of random, but whatever. Let's talk about the matchup. So the Fiora Gangplank matchup is slightly tilted towards Gangplank, and that's because Fiora, or actually Gangplank, has a range advantage again over her because she's a melee character. But because it's Fiora, it doesn't really matter because she can parry your barrels. She can also dash and quickly disarm them. And she can also fake the auto attacks if she's good enough. Again, against the good Fiora in the start of the game, it's kind of hard to play, so it's easier to just let her push the wave, try to trade into you, because you're probably gonna lose. Fiora is a broken character in the early levels. You need to wait for your power spikes to be able to fight her. Just make the wave close to your turret. Wait for a jungler, if possible. In the start of the game, you're not gonna deal that much damage, especially because she's probably using Grasp and you are using First Strike. Here I also make sure to miss all my damn barrels, so I play really poorly. Fiora here uses Ghost. Vi tries to kill her, but I think she doesn't succeed. And from that, nothing really happens, right? She just uses Ghost. And she's gonna have to use TP if she wants to get to the farm. Alright, I did a cut because it didn't do much there. Every Fiora player will use her parry differently. She can parry your Q, she can parry your passive even. The good Fiora players in general are going to parry your passive, which is gonna surely make you stunned. Here Talon gives a hello. He's going to come back because all junglers are psychopaths and he's going to kill me. Well, I think, or not right now. Well, for Fiora to win the trades, she must destroy the barrel, damage you, and then run away. For Gangplank to win the trade, he must at least apply one passive and one kill, and then you slightly win the trade. In the late game, Fiora can deal 10% of your max HP as true damage with one passive proc, which is much stronger than yours, alright? Unless you are building some more tanky build. For example, if you build Shoot Bow, then you can somewhat tank it, alright? But it's not that guaranteed. So yeah, she can basically parry your barrels, your Q, your passive. So you have to pay attention to how each Fiora player plays and act accordingly, alright? If she sacrifices her parry to block the barrel, auto her with the passive. If she sacrifices the parry to block your passive, you can use the barrel. She can also block summoner spells. So, for example, imagine that you have Ignite. She can parry the damn Ignite if she times it correctly, alright? So you should mostly, against the good Fiora players, Ignite early to prevent her from doing that. Or Ignite just after she parries, but it's hard to time, alright? So yeah, it's about timing, about faking using your abilities. Here I ult the wave, and this is not something you do against Fiora, you can do in general against any top laner. I noticed that she's trying to push the wave because she's low HP. If she continues to push, she will probably die, because I'm full HP, I have Corrupting Potion, I have Sheen, so I'm really strong right now, I can fight her, alright? And if she tries to fight me here, she dies. And she loses a wave, a cannon wave. So she decides to go back. When I ulted the wave there, I forced her into a lose-lose situation. How did I do that? Well, I forced her to either lose a wave or die and lose a wave. So she prefers to do this, the thing that's not so bad. All right. She chose the option that made her lose less, let's say. And that was smart of her, because she could try to ego her way out of this and try to 1v1 me. So here I noticed that I don't have my ult. She has her ultimate. She rushed Tabby, so I can't run away from her. So I just sit back and relax, because I think there is a potential for me dying here. She here face checks the bush and tries to compensate the trade by playing aggressive, but she just gets blasted. She horribly loses the trade because I applied 1 kill, 1 barrel, 2 passives, so, or about that. So she really loses the trade. Essentially, every time you either double passive or triple passive reset someone, they usually lose the trade. There are a few exceptions, for example, Aatrox that can heal his entire health bar back, or Olaf that just ignores you and just beats you. Here I flash, Talon's gank. He's gonna come back, alright. I'm pretty sure he's going to come back in and try to kill me. And he's gonna kill me because I have no option here. The wave is pushing towards Fiora. I can't really do anything. The only option that would not make me die here would be stay at the tower, but I lose farm and I lose experience. I lose farm and experience, and I can't really fight both of them. They both ult too. They didn't need to, but oh, whatever, right? Let's kill him. So I cut here to the moment I'm already alive. I buy some more components, and we continue to push. I don't know where Fiora is. I know that Talon's not here. I used 2 barrels for no reason there. Should have pushed the wave faster. Alright. And I'm going to go back because now I have my item. Alright. The wave is gonna delay Fiora a bit, so I'm not gonna lose anything. And now I have my oh, it's not Fiora. Rumble switched lanes with Fiora, which was a horrible decision on their part because Anivia has a huge advantage against melee characters, especially Fiora, Gangplank, any melee character that has not so much mobility. Of course, the jungler helps me here. Rumble is not really strong. He just takes a crit barrel to defend his face and he just dies. Let's see. So their jungler, the Talon, is molding in the chat. Ignore that and just laugh it out. And just get the platings. Fiora is gonna have a miserable time. She's not gonna be able to farm nor push the lane against Anivia, so their decision was so bad. Rumble they just should have kept the Rumble in the mid lane, even if he was losing. It was better than making the Fiora also pay for his sins. But well, when our enemies make mistakes, we don't complain, right? Here I hide out of vision and place a barrel in the bush so that I can ghost barrel him, or phantom barrel, whatever you prefer. Here I try to poke Rumble. Rumble is a difficult character to approach. He's designed to punish melee characters. The only way to win against Rumble is to have more range than him. Alright, I'm missing barrels like mad here, and I don't know why. Sometimes you just have bad luck when timing the barrels. Here I ult bot lane to help them kill the ADC. I keep just farming the wave. Rumble has an advantage, a damage advantage, no matter the stage of the game. Unless you have a little bit of magic resist, for example, Hex Drinker, you can't really fight him unless he fucks up. And when I mean fucks up, it's the only moment where he fucks up, it's when he uses too much abilities and his heat stops him from using more abilities. Here, I noticed that he has too much heat, and I will try to contest him real soon. I missed another barrel, but I managed to farm everything. Rumble wins until you are level 13, because when you are level 13, sorry about that, you can chain barrel him to death, right? Again, most characters that have low range can be chained, let's say. Alright, here we continue to just farm. Because we didn't feed Fiora in the early game, she's not gonna be that much relevant later. Anivia is going to be able to neutralize her pretty well. We don't have to worry that much about it. I'm sorry about the sounds, my nose is kinda itchy. If you're hearing that, I'm sorry about it. Right, we see Talon, we approach, but he's a Talon, he's just gonna jump the freaking wall. Like, there's no punishment for playing bad as Talon most of the time. If there are walls nearby. Here Rumble made a mistake, and he has too much heat, so he can't really spam anything and he dies. Vi didn't need to approach me there. He was dead. He missed he walked backwards and then tried to auto the barrel and then tried to spam abilities or auto me, but it doesn't have enough damage. That's the moment where he fucked up, like I said earlier. You can only kill him pre-level 13 when he fucks up. Here we see Anivia winning against Fiora again. Like I said, it's just a miserable 1v1 to watch. Talon ganks me again. I try to flash to get a barrel up, but it doesn't work out. Alright, we are not doing much this game. Fiora is just farming like we are. But eventually we are gonna surpass her because we do AoE damage. She needs to focus just one person. Right? It's the definition of duelist. You can understand Gangplank better if you imagine him as a AD control mage or an AD area mage, burst mage, right? Here Vi ganks her again, I ult, we kill her. Talon appears, I get fucking murdered by Caitlyn. And I die again, but there is no problem. Here we are doing the objective. I try to secure it by keeping Rumble out of it, and well, he just dies. He gets chained, like I said earlier. Fiora tries to go in, but she gets exhausted and slowed, so she can do shit. From this point on, Fiora that can't play the game. We are reasonably strong. We can play with our team. You're not a burden, alright? Even if you are not carrying the game, people have to learn to be carried too, alright? Those who do not, of course, Caitlyn comes back to just auto the barrel, but for what? Just to piss me off. Alright, so they try to defend here, but I don't think they will be able to, honestly. Yeah, spoiler, they won't. They try to engage, but our ADC is way too strong. Just fucks them up. Oh, this part is funny. I rushed Lethality and Collector to collect these two items just for one thing, and it's for the Outplay moment. Flash Flora's auto kill, and she needs to flash and heal to not die. Before Gangplank's nerfs, she would have died, alright, because the passive would have dealt a little bit more damage, enough for Collector to proc there, but I forgot about that. Basically, building Prowler's Claw is like having an outplay bottom against ADCs. Here we have Baron that can really stop the push, and we win the game. I hope you guys liked the video, like, subscribe, and I see you guys next time. Bye bye.